Hey everyone, just a quick little kind of prelude to this video. I actually made this in April, and for some reason I just didn't put it live. It's been set on my channel unlisted for ages. Why is that? So it's like it's really out of date now. When I made this video, I'd been airsofting for like 5-6 months, maybe a tiny bit more, something like that. Yeah, my kit and gear has changed a lot since then, like a lot. So, you know, ow, fuck, we're gonna have to get those claws sorted tonight, mister. Oh no, not my ball. Yeah, it's really out of date. I'm not using that stuff anymore. Well, I don't think I am, not most of it anyway. I actually, yeah, my main gun I haven't even bought by this point. By all means, watch it, enjoy it, and I'll do a follow-up video in not too long the future about all of the kit that I have now. Yeah, like about this one, because this is my main sidearm, and then I've also got this, which is the old one, which I use. But anyway, I've extended the video long enough for just to tell you that, yeah, it's old and kind of irrelevant, but it's fun to see the journey. You'll just see the journey like in quite quickly though. So yeah, enjoy, watch it, like and sub before you even watch the video. Why not? That's what all the other channels out here do. So yeah, why not subscribe before you've even seen the content? And yeah, my hair looks stupid. I don't care. I do care, but I need to get a haircut. But I'm going to an event soon, which I'll tell you about, and I want to get my hair cut for that. And I don't really want to spend the money getting 2 haircuts when if I get my hair cut now, it's gonna... Doesn't matter. That's for another video. Just watch it, enjoy it. It will be fun. You'll have a great time. And yeah. See you later. See you in a bit. Welcome to my new hobby, airsofting. Airsofting is lots of fun. You get to run around with replica firearms shooting at people who also have replica firearms. It's not like there's just people running around and you're just shooting at them for the fun of it. They're there because they want to be shot, and they're there because they want to shoot you. So it's kind of like an agreement everyone has, which is great. People often say airsofting is expensive at the start and cheap afterwards, and paintballing's cheap at the start and expensive afterwards. Airsofting really isn't expensive at the start, and that's coming from somebody who bought a gun on their first day. And I would recommend you do the same. I know there's a lot of airsofters out there, especially some of the big YouTubers who say don't buy a gun, do it a few times, wait until you like it, and then buy a gun. But from my experience of airsofting, you're gonna love it, and you should buy a gun as soon as you can. To the extent where I would recommend you find a site you want to go to, you make sure they've got a shop, you turn up on the day, pay for walk-on, and then you buy a gun there. The only downside you have, or you may have, is that you won't probably be able to get a battery to work in time for the first match. But somebody will probably have a spare. Like, I always take 2 batteries with me just in case. So far, I've never used up an entire battery on the day. So if you buy a gun and I'm there, I'll be more than happy to lend you a battery. Good guy, shoe! So, I've been airsofting a few times. I don't know everything, but I feel like I'm learning quickly. My head is like a sponge with things that I enjoy, and I bloody love airsofting. So what I'm going to be doing with you today, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what my kit is. Essentially, this is kind of a, if you want to get into airsofting, if you get this stuff, then you're going to be having a lovely time. First of all, the rifle. I am running a Mod M Vulcan ASL. It is an M4 variant, as you can see. You've got rear sight, you've got your front sight. They flip down as well to give you low profile sights too, if you want to do that. But to be fair, they're kind of naff. You can't get your head down low enough in order to kind of like see down there, so you can't really do that. As you can see, I've got some camo on there. They look different at the minute. I've only done the stock, the grip, mainly for like that nice feeling, and also the magazines. I ran out of tape, so I couldn't do the front end of the gun. Camo aside, this gun shoots at 335 feet per second, or FPS. Not that kind of FPS. This is the airsofting version of FPS, and it's got a really decent rate of fire. I don't know how many exactly, but it's fast enough for me. It's not an SMG. It's not the kind of thing which you're going to be clearing out buildings in CQB. However, if you want, you can take the stock in close, and then you can get around corners quite quick. So that's the rifle there. The BBs go in the magazines go into the gun like that. The back plate comes off here, and the batteries go in the back here, and then you're pretty much all ready and good to go. These magazines hold about 300 to 350 rounds in per magazine. They're called high capacity magazines. This one is fed by a little wheel on the bottom, which you reel like that, and then it brings all the BBs to the top, ready to feed into the gun. This one has a pull cord on it. So what you do is you pull this cord, and then that feeds all the BBs up, ready to fire. Between these 2 magazines, I hate the ones with the wheel on the bottom because I feel like I'm spending the entire game wheeling these to make the gun work. The pull cord one is my favorite magazine, so much so that when this one runs out of BBs, if it runs out of BBs, I'll just empty these mags into here because I'll put these mags in the gun. I forget that I need to do it all the time, and then I have feeding issues and I can't fire, and it just makes me really frustrated. However, I'm going to be relieving all of those concerns very shortly because I'm going to be swapping over to using mid-cap mags, which have about 140 rounds in there, and they don't require any of this wheeling around at all. You just feed all of your BBs into the top. There's a single spring that pushes them through, and then you're all good to go. So I mentioned the battery earlier. I have 2 Lipo batteries for this gun. I keep them in these safe bags here because Lipos like to explode if they get pierced or anything. So keep them in safe bags. It's a 2-stick nunchuck style battery. Chuck to Dean's connector on the back there. It's 2000 mAh. It's 7.2 volts, 15 to 25 Cs. So yeah, it's lovely. I mean, this is literally the only brand and battery that I've had in the gun, and it's worked very well. I've got 2 of them. Then you got your BBs. Now, BBs come in different weights. They're all the same size at 6mm, but I've got 0.23 gram BBs, 0.25 and 0.28. Between the 0.25 and 0.28, I haven't really noticed any difference. The 0.23, they definitely go further, but towards the end, they just start to veer off into weird directions. To be honest, I like to have the heavier BBs in the gun, even if it takes my range down just a little bit. I've seen people using 0.4s and just having a whale of a time. So I at least want to get some of them and give it a go and see how it works. So that's the main kind of kit there. That's everything that I have in my rifle box. Apart from, I also have some eye protection. I want to do a video solely on eye protection just because it's an absolute bloody nightmare. I've been trying to find eye protection which actually does the job really well. These are mesh goggles, so they've just got some like metal mesh in there. For BB hits, they bounce off, but if it breaks, it can shard, and then it's kind of a scary time. The main benefit of this over plastic ones is that they don't fog up. Every single plastic goggle I've had so far has fogged up, and it's just an absolute nightmare. So yeah, that's pretty much all the kit that I take when I go airsofting. I'm going airsofting this weekend, which I'm very excited about. I'm looking forward to it. If you have any questions about airsoft, then let me know below and I'll answer them as best as I can. If you've got any tips for me or advice, then let me know in the comments as well, because I'm all about the learning. I love this stuff. It's fantastic. It's a great sport. Later.